Hello and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be drawing this guy. This little dude right here. I kind of can't get all of him in frame the best. I'll put a picture of him on the screen too, but yeah, we're going to be drawing this little guy. I'm going to put him in the area. Alright, cool. We're going to draw him. So, got a pencil. And I am cheating a little bit. I mean, it's not really cheating, but I'm going to say it's cheating. I am using a picture that I took of him instead of just the actual him, because there's nowhere I can really draw and record at the same time where I would be able to look at him. Because you can't really see exactly where you are, but there's a wall right there, and a monitor right there. And this thing is the only thing I have that can record, and it's strapped to the desk, so this is your only option on seeing stuff. Actually, no, I can turn it that way and this way. But there's no reason for me to do that, because then you'd just be seeing me or the camera. Or not camera, computer. Whatever. We're drawing this little dude. Yeah, I'm not, I could probably just put his face in the camera view. His name is Trover, and I won him in a Denny's in a claw machine. First try. That claw machine was freaking awesome too. It only cost $1, and it was like one of the ones that's like insanely easy to win. It was freaking awesome. My sister was there with me, and she also won some stuff, but I don't remember what she won. Pretty sure we gave a stuffed animal to some kids, though, too. Because there were some kids trying to win stuff, but they couldn't win anything. I don't know. That claw machine was awesome. Too bad I have no idea where the hell it was. Somewhere in Texas, which is where I do not live. Alright. There we go. It's looking okay, definitely not the best. It'll probably look a little bit better once we finalize some of the lines and make the head a little less messy, but whatever. In this picture that I have of him, and the picture that I will have shown on the screen, you can't really see his outer legs or behind the legs that much. Hind legs, that's what they're called. But I'm going to show them off a little bit more in this, because, well, I feel like they kind of deserve to be shown off. Now, I just feel like when I normally look at him, I see his legs a lot. I just couldn't get it in the picture that I took. Alright, let me look at you. Let me look at your beautiful face. Alright, cool. What are we doing? How should he look? This should bulge out more and then go back in. Sort of same with this area. Go like that and like that. There we go. Yeah, that's sort of good enough. It's not quite. This drawing is a lot different from what I normally do. I've never drawn a stuffed animal, I just realized. Doesn't really matter. I got about 1 million of these stuffed animals. So I could draw plenty more of them if I do what I did today and just didn't know what to draw. And this guy was just sitting on my desk because he fell out of my bed, so I just put him on my desk. Because I sleep with like a million stuffed animals. And they're all in my bed. You know those like giant pillow stuffed animals? Like the ones that are actually like the actual size of a pillow? Yeah, I've got 3 of those in my bed with me. Yeah, you know, it doesn't actually sound that bad, but I don't have a very big bed, and it's by design. My bed can turn into a couch, or be a regular bed, and I always have it as a couch. So I'm like curled up with the little stuffed animals. Alright, I don't know how to feel about those, so we're just not going to add his hind legs just yet. Not just yet. Ah, damn it, now I remember what I wanted to draw today. I usually think about what I want to draw once I finish a drawing. I'll think about what I want to draw the next day. And now I just remembered what I was going to draw today. I was going to try practicing, like, drawing robot arms. Because it's in the story thingy that I'm writing, I feel like it's more impactful if someone loses an arm. Or loses limbs if there's more of a loss in a fight. So, what's the best way to do that besides robot arm? Even though there's magic in that world, so technically I haven't decided, but you might be able to heal back limbs. But I don't freaking know, man. That every single thing in that story on how I have people's powers written and magic written does not line up whatsoever. Because, like, I made it to where, like, there's no... anyone can learn any type of magic. There is no you're born with only one element or whatever. It's just you might be born with... you're probably born with one that is easier to do than the others. But, like... and I did, that's what, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I'm also going to explain this because I can. And that's why I decided some, or nobles will have, like, mainly just use one specific element, because they'll marry other specific people that have a mastery in that element. So then their child will have a mastery in that element, and then it just continues like that. But then, like... commoners or whatever would just have like a mix of anything and can really do anything, but they don't have a mastery of it. That's what my plan was. But that doesn't exactly work, because when I created all of the characters, every single character in the story, except for a few, is from friends and other people that I had them pick out weapons, magic, clothes, armor. Some personality traits I just stole from the person. One of them I literally just stole their name. But that doesn't really work if having everyone be able to use whatever power doesn't work the best. If everyone's just has specific element type things that they master in. Like, I got one friend who just wanted electricity powers, and then one who wanted water, one who wanted fire, and then, like, one who just straight up pink. He just said the color pink when I asked what magic he wanted, so his magic is pink. He doesn't use magic, he's just got a really big sword. And it lights up pink sparkles and shit. He's like the equivalent of like a knight magical girl. And he's also a girl too. Everyone else is what they were in real life, except for him. He didn't have a choice either. That's what makes it funny, is I forced him to be a girl. He thought it was kind of funny though. Alright. Beautiful eyes. Those are such beautiful eyes. This is such a big head. The body seems so small now. I might have to make the body bigger. Also, I'm pretty sure I never even finished my thought, well, the original thought that I was saying about the story, but you know, whatever. It's not like the story is even a finished thought in the first place. I still don't even have a starting point for it. Nor do I have all the characters. However, I have actually created mini characters specifically to be killed off. I hate killing off characters in stories. So I have created specific characters to kill off. And they're characters that are like important characters too. I gave them backstories and closeness to the main characters and everything. And they just exist to die. To further more character developments. Because I feel like people's deaths are probably about the best ways to impact moments. And then you can also take limbs off people, which I said earlier. Oh yeah, I was talking about healing magic. And it really doesn't matter anymore now. Though now. Alright. There's also no point to that story either. As far as I know, the characters exist in that story, but none of them have a purpose. They all have backstories. I have written how a couple of them meet, but there's no looming, like, big threat in the story. Like in Naruto, there's the Akatsuki, and, like, other shows, there's, like, a Demon King or whatever that's bad or whatever. Yet, there's nothing like that in the story. I haven't written a bad guy. Because I don't know how. But when I do write a bad guy, I probably will not write a bad guy that is like a redeemable one that's like, oh, just misunderstood or had a rough upbringing or something. I want a straight evil bad guy. He's just evil just to be evil. There ain't no reason, there's no backstory. He's not kind to some people. He's just gonna be evil. He's gonna be an evil guy, and then he's gonna say, like, if you kill me, you're just as bad as that, or you're just as bad as me. That's so bullshit when they say that in, like, movies and shit. 'Cause, no, you're not. Killing the bad guy doesn't make you bad, it makes you good. Alright, there we go. Except this actually has like a decent... This is actually like a decent thickness of line because it actually sticks out. Yep. I'm just thickening the line. Just pretend like that's a thick line. Okay, we're gonna fix the top of this head now a little bit, because the top of its head shouldn't be that round. I don't want it that round. Alright. Perfection. Now we add a beautiful nose. He's beautiful. Look at him. Look at his beautiful face. You can't tell me that this man right here isn't beautiful. Do you like your body? Your drawing? No? You don't like his body, but you think the head is good? I agree. I shall redraw the body. Oh, he's got like a line right there. You see that? Right there. I don't know if that's just because he's like bent, because he's got a line right here too. But I don't know. Let's go ahead and... Beautiful! He's just a little boy. He's just a little guy. He's just a little beautiful guy. He's just a little dude. I don't know what that extra stuff is, but he's just a little guy. Give him blush. I'm not going to keep that. I just wanted to do it. Alright, let's go ahead and make the body this big. This pencil is extremely annoying me. I don't know why, but it's just not smoothing, and it's like... Or smooth, and it's like... Like... I don't know. It's not smooth, and it's not nice. I do have a smooth pencil, but I don't like using the smooth pencil as much. Because of... Why am I using that eraser? Ah, shit, no, I'm gonna bend the page. I don't like using the smooth pencil as much because it smudges so much more, and I do have a piece of paper that I could use to cover the part of my hand where it would be smudging, but I don't want to do that because then part of the drawing is covered in the video, and it's just... Don't really like that. I already moved the canvas around a bunch, so the time-lapse is already fucked as it is. Like, if I were to not move this whatsoever, then I think the time lapses that I record would be much better. But I do move the canvas around all the time, so so they're not as good as they could be. And if I were to like not move this around a lot, then I could also do like special things in the time lapse with like the camera. I can't really do that though because it's always constantly moving back and forth, up and down, back and forth, up and down. So it doesn't really work out that way. Alright. And go ahead and go like this. Go ahead and go like this. Go ahead and go like this. It's beautiful. He's just a little baby boy. We're gonna add a little bit of wrinkling to his stuffed animal body because, you know, he is a stuffed animal. So he's not exactly, you know, straight. He's very wibbly wobbly, wrinkly winkly. And no, I have no idea what the fuck I just said. See, this is what I'm talking about. About turning the canvas. And I know it's not a canvas. Shut up. You know, not a single person has ever said anything about me calling it a canvas. But I don't care. I don't think this is a canvas because this is a page of paper. A canvas is either the canvas on your digital drawing or a canvas on painting. I think that's all a canvas is, but I'm not entirely sure, so. I don't know the definition of a canvas. I'm not a freaking nerd. Just Control T. Canvas. Vast. Canvas. No, I want the definition. Definition. A strong, coarse, unbleached cloth made from hemp, flax, cotton, or a similar yarn used to make items such as sails and tents, and as surface soil for painting. Ah. I don't even know what I just read, so... What a beautiful foot that is. I told you I was going to include his feet. That's too low. His back body is only up there. He's only up to like right here. So his feet should be about to here. Alright, let's try to get this. Do I have a ruler? No, but I have a pencil. Ah, I have no idea if that's level. I'm gonna say it's not because it doesn't look like it is, so I'm just gonna go like that and call moving it down to here straight. Get out of here, Cheddar. Cheddar the third. Oh, I got in. Hold on. Before I start showing Cheddar's new retirement homes for the Cheddars, I gotta. Alright, let me grab it. I got a new retirement home for the Cheddars. The McDonald's toy box. That is all. Awesome. Yep, that looks good. I like that. It's definitely not perfect and could definitely be better in many ways, but I like that. So we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of a thing called color it. Except for not really. We're just shading just to test what type of shading we're going to want when we use the pen, guys. Which we're going to time-lapse that just so that this video will actually be somewhat of a watchable length. Because we can. No, I should definitely go like this. Like an opposite. Well, then it would be like that. An opposite. I don't know, man. And we're going to have to shade back here because it's dark. There's pretty much nothing back there. Or this is just like darkness back here. Or down there, I guess it is. We're going to try to gradient it a little bit better than that is. But then we'll get this shadow darker too. Yeah, this looks perfect. This looks perfect. Yep. Yep, so we're going to want this to be like the same shade as this guy. I don't know why I was like actually sketching it like that. It matters with a pencil. And then this is going to need to be the same shade as these guys. Dark. Just that. Then we'll go in another direction to darken it. We could shade it in a rounder way with like rounding the edges around his face. But I don't really know how to do that the best. I'm not the best at shading circular or round things. So I'm going to stick with making it kind of flat for now. But I'll learn how to do that some other time. Alright, yep, there's our little guy. So now it's time to put the pencils in the right order. Put Trover right there. Should we write? Oh, we should write his name. Should we write his name with our right hand? I'm going to. This is the right-handed pencil, by the way. These two pencils are identical, just different colors. This one's for my right hand. Alright, hold on. Hold on. I gotta figure out how the fuck to hold a pencil. That feels about right enough. We're gonna write Trover down here. Or actually, hold on, let me... I just kind of wanted to put him on something. Okay, let me write Trover. How do I spell it again? Should I use the bigger pencil? Nah, that's fine. T. Let's go all caps. R. O. V. E. R. Let's go. That's not that bad, actually. But, yeah. We're gonna write that with my left hand again when we actually draw over it. But anyways, time after time. Where does it go? Alrighty. I'm done. Voila. I like it. It's just a little stupid guy. I think this little floor that I drew, I should have done it with the 0.3 instead of the 1. I just figured bigger pen better, but it's a different type of tip, which I kind of forgot about until I started. But, yeah, I like it. I think overall this looks good. I tried to add the little bit of, like, he has a little bit of yellow around his eyes. I tried to add that. Didn't really work the best, but I think that this is pretty good. So, yep. See you next time. Peace.